Ah, my gosh, this week has been so crazy, but let's talk about Vanguard, because that's what we're here for. So, Battle Sister Cocotte, or Cocotte, Cocotte. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna say Cocotte. Anyway, she's a grade 2, she's a double rare in Booster Set 7, Mystical Magus, and she's a 9,000, so she's automatically better than Silent Tom, cough cough. So, quick rundown of her effect. A special counterblast 1 for Battle Sisters, and then when this unit attack hits the Vanguard, you can more or less draw a card. But the card has to be a Battle Sister. If it's not, then you have to go to the bottom of the deck. But for the most part, I mean, it's probably going to be a Battle Sister, so you're going to end up drawing it. And then if it's not a Battle Sister, it's probably going to be a trigger, in which case you just kind of lose anyway. So, this card, when I first read it, I was like, this card's actually not that bad. She's a 9,000, and she's a grade 2 that Battle Sisters kind of need. I mean, they already have 3 grade 2s, but Mocha's kind of lacking in the I'm awesome department, because the deck kind of doesn't really counterblast except for Fromage, and then the only other counterblast in that deck is either Cookie or Waffle. So this card kind of fills in that last counterblast space, and if it hits, I mean, it's a free card. If you write it as a Vanguard, it's like Vivian Pressure, you get a draw free card. And overall, it's a pretty decent unit. I mean, it's 9,000, so you might have a hard time hitting numbers, but for the most part, it's always going to hit 16 almost all the time, if not all the time. So it's not exactly bad, but it isn't exactly good either. But if you don't really like Mocha or you don't like Tard, then this is definitely the card that you want to run. I'm going to try to run this card in my deck and see how it's going to go out, but for the most part, I think this card is pretty good. It's not, macaroon level, but hey, I mean, if it works and if your entire rear guards are Cocottes and then your Vanguard has a critical that your opponent wants to evade, then this card will definitely annoy the crap out of your opponent. So this card gets an 8 out of 10 in usefulness as a grade 2 zone, but hey, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how good it can be, but hey, if you're running 4 and this is everywhere, dude, it's gonna be so annoying. I mean, back when Gold Paladins was still a thing, man, Vivian's running over everywhere, that was frightening. I mean, sometimes you actually have to let the attack go through, and then they get a free plus. It's like, whatever. Anyways, I think this card's awesome. Maiden of Libra is pretty much a Maiden of Libra, but this one can be used in Battle Sisters. It has Battle Sisters' name, so it helps benefit the Battle Sisters deck as a whole. So, yeah. As I mentioned before, I'm just going to do a quick rundown of all the foil cards in the set, and then move on to something else. So, yeah, this is Battle Sisters Cocotte for X Boost at 7, and I'll see you in the next video.